Welcome to Olympian Water Testing, giving you the best in water analysis. Today we're looking at NSF, lead in schools and older homes. So if you're familiar with anything about lead, you know that it's a danger. No matter how small the amount it is, it can cause problems. And lead is a common hazardous contaminant found in plumbing systems of older homes, businesses, and schools. Although it's rarely found in source water, lead can enter tap water through the corrosion of aging plumbing materials, and three main sources found in schools include lead-containing service lines connected to public water systems, most often in schools built prior to 1950, lead solder used in copper piping systems prior to 1986, and lead-containing brass or galvanized pipe and fittings that are not certified to NSF, ANSI, or CAN 61 standards, including many products manufactured prior to the mid-1990s. Now, current U.S. laws limit the amount of allowable lead in plumbing products to a weighted average of 0.25% or less. So how is water in schools tested? Well, the EPA Lead Contamination Control Act of 1988 outlines specific methods for testing lead in drinking water at schools and daycare systems. And it recommends a collecting of 250 milliliter sample from the outlet after the water has not been used in the building for between 8 and 18 hours. The acceptable limit of lead is 250 milliliter sample of 0.02 micrograms per milliliter. However, implementation and enforcement of the testing portion of the Act is at the state's discretion. Before testing any water for lead, it's a good idea to talk to your local regulatory authority and learn your state's or your jurisdiction's specific requirements. And then there's different types of laboratories for chemical analysis for drinking water state, which you can do, and also you can find lead-free products. Now you can do that you can take a look at ones that are NSF certified and are lead-free according to the US EPA requirements by searching different listings for faucets, drinking fountains, and ice makers, and you can look for the NSF certification mark or standard number on a product so you make sure that there's no lead. But when it says lead-free, what does that actually mean? So Section 1417 of the Safe Drinking Water Act establishes the definition of lead-free as a weighted average of 0.25% lead calculated across the wetted surfaces of pipe fitting, plumbing fitting, and fixture of 0.2% lead for solder and flux. And the Act also provides a methodology for calculating the weighted average of wetted surfaces and the methods of evaluating products to these lead-free requirements as well. And just because something says lead-free doesn't always mean it is lead-free. Why? Because it can have a brass fixture but still have lead somewhere around it, or lead could be coming from someplace inside your home or another pipe. If you do suspect you have lead in your water supply, you can run the kitchen or bathroom faucets for at least 1 minute in the morning after coming home from school. Never use hot water for cooking or drinking, since hot water leaches more lead than cold water. And never drink water from any faucet other than the kitchen or bathroom tap. And these are the only faucets in the home required to meet current lead standards. So this is some great information about lead in schools and older homes, and as we can see, it's still an issue. That's why it's always a good idea to have your water periodically tested for lead.